Welcome to the Nigerian Farmers Group and Cooperative Society, NFGCS Farm Estates. Internal narrative. What you are seeing right now is the MD's office. We're walking you to the MD's office. The whole of this wing you are seeing is the managing partner's office. So you are going into the office now. As you can see, that's Mama Dani opening the office. She's personal assistant to the MD. This is her office. Sitting right there is Ado Babagati, is the community liaison between us. He's also the APC youth leader. This is the secretary to the MD or the PA to the MD. You see the way we build, simple construction, not too complex. Now this is our office. You are going into my office now, my personal office as the managing partner's office. This is my office. This is my office. The whole of this wing is the office. Because there's the Abaga Tony, traditional head, as my dad, the late Professor Moses Tedeke. That is me, the Seriki Yakin Gati. And also the Jagumolu of Ikefi Youths. That's me with the current vice president. So this is my office. Because traditional team, the drone, NANS, Nigerian students. It's my table. And it's my table. This is just the office, of course. I'm a traditional man, you can see that. Traditional man, of course. Fella. Of course, what is my office without fella? As you can see. So we're moving on. You have a wing here because some of my heroes, Tupac Amaru Shaku. That is, it leads outside. You can see vegetation everywhere. We made sure that everywhere you have economic trees and trees to ensure that every place is okay. The legendary Bob Marley is always represented wherever I am. This is the podcast studio, the farm podcast studio, NFGCS TV, the farm TV. This is the waiting room. The waiting room. We are going to the studio now. We are going to the studio. All the pictures you are seeing here are pictures from the farm. This is the studio. Built for podcast, built for internal radio. We can communicate from here. So you're in the farm. There's no fear that you cannot communicate with internet. The internet here the MTN here is very good. So you have internet 24/7. Everything you want in the mini studio is here. Your sound blast, your small speakers, your equalizers, everything. Your 4K cameras, 2 of them. We have one HD, we have one 4K cameras. Again, all these pictures are from the farm. Activities of the farm. And as you can see, it's well lit up. I'm putting on the lights now to increase the light. You can see. So when you look up, you see them everywhere. It's a full-blown studio. You can be watching yourself when you're doing your podcast so that you're sure that the quality is good. So this is the this is part of the MD's office, like I said. So we are leaving the MD's office. We are leaving the podcast studio now. We're heading to. It's a farm. Somebody was telling me, "Are you sure this is a farm?" Yeah, of course it's a farm. The start design farm should be this. And next to Che Guevara, a lot of you know me with him, the African map. Of course, I'm the Pan-Africanist. And then there's a Mandela, the leader, the legend, the myths, you name it, is the leader of the African continent. And then you also have, of course, my table tennis board. Want to play table tennis, you can always play table tennis here. Part of what we do in the farm. When you want to unwind in the evenings. So this is the conference room, just walking you around. It's inside the container. We sealed it up. This was the first cold room we have. We had to seal it off and use it for cold room. So this is small conference room that sits about 5 people with split units. Our mini library, again, Fela is here because it's my ancestor. I worship him. I'm a traditional person, you know. Okay, so that's my office. That's my office. The office of the MD. You see trees, palm, coconut. This coconut tree. You have the pine tree here too. Very expensive tree, 30K for one. So we're going to the clinic. There's a clinic. The clinic. It's a 4-bed clinic. As the adult leading the charge to show you the clinic. 4-bed clinic. You have, this is for the nurse and the doctors when they are active, when they're around. Your medications are always available for farmers. For farmers all across the place, you have a clinic. And then you have toilet and bedroom. You have 2 units, toilet and bedroom. Then you have, like I said, you have 4 beds. This is one wing is the male wing, while one is the female wing. Again, you can see it. Clinic in the bush, yeah, in the farm, yeah. That's what we have in the farm, what we have on site. A lot of people don't understand the magnitude of effort you have put in to build things like this. It's a tough one. People will always not understand it, but sometimes it's always good to put it out. People should see what you have done. So this is the clinic, and as you can see, again, trees everywhere. Masquerade trees, palm trees. So we have a blend of windbreakers as well as economic trees. You need to have the two, so that you don't just have windbreakers. You will also be able to have economic trees that are available for you. Yeah, so that's the clinic. We're done with the clinic. Now, this is the new warehouse we're trying to rebuild. We built it before, but it's having issues, so we had to remodel it. But as you can see, these are tractors, brand new tractors, 2 pieces here. It's a partnership with the government. Yes, you get them, use them, and then keep using them, take care of the community, take care of the people. Brand new, as you can see. Riggers, these are the riggers. These are the payloaders, the bucket you use in carrying load. These are your harrowing. Some of them, I think one I've gone out to work. Or I don't know, I think the two will be here, I'll check. These are your planters. You know, you need to have strategic partners with the government to be able to ensure that food security is achieved. That's the boom sprayer, 400 liters, I think. Yeah, 400 liters boom sprayer. You need more of this around these communities. You need a lot of this, rather. You can see Mercy Ferguson 375. Okay, the 2 units are here. So there's a warehouse. You have twin warehouse here that we are going to build. Now, from the warehouse, you can see we are currently the power points. This is the powerhouse. So you can see this one is a 20 kVA generator. I think it's 3-phase. Yes, 20 kVA generator, 3-phase. We have 100 kVA here, but it's be taken for repairs. This is 200 kVA. 200 kVA generator. This one is also under repairs. But the diesel consumption, man, is a problem. It's a big crisis. But one of those things, you have to accept it for what it is. Power control units. Yes. 2001, I think that's the year of production, should be. Don't tell. And of course, the 250 kVA is the 250 kVA. This one is active. We use it a lot for our production, or when there's an emergency, use it. Yeah, this is 250 kVA. Yeah, full-blown system. I mean, this agriculture is you really want to do agriculture right, because they are control. If you want to do agriculture right, you're going to invest, spend a lot of money, and give yourself time. The challenge about this country is that we don't want to give ourselves time. I'm going to repeat it. For those of us who have taken the bull by the horn, we are called names. You are abused. No amount of cost on the cost us. If it's easy, come and join us now. If it's easy, come. Anyway, so like I said, we're at the powerhouse now. I'm going through the powerhouse. As you can see, these are generators, and then you're going to have a lot of generators in the farm. Lots of generators in the farm. This is 500 kVA transformer. We brought this transformer ourselves. Of course, we meet the switch. We bought this transformer ourselves. The whole of the power line, the electrical line you're seeing, covering more than 3 kilometers, about 5 kilometers or so, 100% by the farm. So we leave the power and move to the admin office. This is the admin block where they do their recording. So as you're coming to the farm, that is the first thing you see. First thing you see. Yeah, this is part of it. We call them trade office, marketing audit and the rest. You have their laptop here, you have their system. I'm still going to try some of these places because as you can see, it's normal floor blinding that we did there. And also, as you can see what we've done, every unit like this, you also have their toilet and bedroom. So it's active. Yes, this is so at least we try as much as we can on our own in the rural level to provide what is needed basically. You can see yes, we're using the same thing, mats to build. See, and as you can see, this is also the part of the trade office. The photocopier is there, laptop, system, everything is there for them to work with. TV, satellite is also there for them to work with. You can see the back. Again, as you can see, more trees. Everywhere you go to, we are planting trees. Everywhere you go to, we're planting trees. Everywhere, planting trees. Everywhere, planting trees. Guava, new planting. These are things like guava, yes, we planted them new. And so from the trade office, you also have the security post at the gates. This is the security post. Security post. You have security men staying here. Fulanis and other security men are staying here. They're always here. It's the gate of the farm. Again, you see trees. Plant them. Plant as many as possible. Choke up the place with trees. Economic trees and others. Choke them up with trees. This is also another of our security posts. I'm going to walk you through it so that you see what is here. That's what I'm doing. So it's watchtower. It's a watchtower. It's a watchtower. So from here you can monitor whatever is happening in and around the farm. You can see it. So this is security view. Then we're taking you to the poultry. I think you are taking this to the poultry. Now this is also part of your security view. So we have many security posts all around the farm like this. So we're heading to the poultry. We've done this area view of all of this before, but at least we have to go do the show you the interior, so that, because the question will be, you are just showing us building. Okay, now see what it is inside. That's exactly what this video is all about. Yeah, the layers pen. There are no layers now. MFL and his monetary policy destroyed the over 5,000 we had here. We had to sell them off. stopped laying totally. That's the layer span. We are going to the broilers section. Broilers, cockers, and broilers. I think broilers primarily here. The cockers are not there. Okay, these are. We'll come to this part of the cockers, but this is the layers broilers pen. This is about 2,500. You intend to increase it, but I think about 10,000. This is the broilers pen. I think they have some that they have not sold yet. Okay, yes, you see I have some here that have not been sold. For broilers. These ones are ready for sale. And these are novellas. These are novellas. These are novellas. We are living there. We're going to the. But those, I think those novellas are not ready to be moved here. But no, we have novellas there. You also have. Turkey. This is the turkey wing, but we don't have turkey in stock now. We don't have turkey in stock. Now this is from there. You see, that is part of the whole of this stretch for poultry. Yeah, this is for the staff managing the place where they can rest. Their office, everything they need. They have their own DSTV, they have their own information, and then you also have their store. You have their freezer, their store. You have their freezer there where they keep frozen food now. Of course, you have the cold room, but this is for their own private use. Or immediate use, if you want to use that word. Yeah, like I said, this is a private place for them where they stay. Yeah, their family stay too. Yeah. So the whole of this section is the. I see some of my cow outside the poultry. Now we're in the ranch. We're in the ranch. This is where we keep some of the animals for show. That this spot you just saw is for show, where they relax under the mango tree. You see their DSTV point there. They also have their own DSTV in that unit. They have DSTV in that unit here. So you can see where they rest in the evening. As way it's built so that every unit have a place. They don't have to come to a central point for better security management. They also have their residents here. A lot of them stay here. That's a room for one. You have 2 rooms here. You have about 5 rooms here. In this container you have rooms there. I think the container has about 2 or 3 rooms here. Now we are going to the indoor ranch, where I think they are cleaning up today. They clean it. Then we use this organic fertilizer to fertilize provide manure for most of our trees, as you can see them. This one is to also, we will take this indoor ranch out of this place, clean it up, and then convert it to poultry, so that we'll move the cow to a different section entirely. That's the ultimate goal. That's the ultimate plan. Like I said, they are cleaning up. Yao is the head of this unit. As you can see, they are working. A lot will be done. Like I said, we're going to convert this, clean it out and convert it convert it for poultry use later. We'll move the cow to a different way entirely. Okay, well, any one of the animal that's not feeling too well, we'll keep them here for treatment. These two currently are not feeling too well. That's why you see them here. They're a great treatment. I'm coming back here so that you can see them well. You see, this one is infected with skin disease, so it's undergoing treatment. So we cannot allow it out. Because anytime we treat, we allow out, guy will still come back with the same. So we have to isolate them. So this is the isolation point for this. The other animal will stay in a different room entirely. Well done, guys. You are doing well. This is the Frisian. Like I said, they are not too well. They are not too well. So, for those ones, okay, I'm actually have to go inside so that you can see the way the ranch was built, the indoor component was built. But then, like I said, we're going to remodel most of this and rebuild it. You can see the skin. I have to zoom in so that you can see the skin. That's why we're treating it. You can see this one is a little bit thin. I say it's undergoing treatment right now. So it's what it is. You have to keep upgrading. It's a process. You can't stop doing it. You can't stop doing it. You have to keep doing it. I mean, like I said, agriculture is hard. It's tough. It's not for the faint-hearted. I mean, some of us, if you're not careful, it will kill you. So, this is the ranch. And of course, you can see the screen houses here. The wind was horrible, so we are going to make changes to this. The wind did not help. The wind here can be quite crazy. So, screen house will not really work here. You have to use, if you must do screen house, you have to do strong iron and metal. And guess what? Or plant more trees like we're doing. And that, because if you don't do that, you can be rest assured that nothing significant is going to happen. You're not going to be able to enjoy it. So we're going to make those changes. Is the cold room, as well as the mini abattoir, local abattoir. We build this something where we can slaughter our animals and prepare. The cold room is simply to warehouse them, pending when the customers are ready to pick them up. These two, you can see this. Like I said, something we built locally. This is the cold room. Rural Nigeria needs most of these things you're saying here. Rural Nigeria need them, because without this, agriculture will not be interested in most of our rural communities. The football field, as you can see, I think a lot of you have been here. Football field, you have my cows in the football field here. And then that's the goat pen, developing goat pen. That's because goats, if you want to start goat, you must be able to get them a place to stay. Goats are not like cow or sheep that you can survive anytime, but goats have that challenge. So that's why set that up for the goat. Okay, as you can see, the water system. Every unit in the farm you have water system. Every unit in the farm you have water system. And this one serves both the ranch and the poultry, the ranch, the poultry, and everybody around here. They use that water system to be able to do whatever they need to do. As you can see, there are all security men everywhere. And so what we're doing is not both from the water system, we're going to the charcoal cold room. You see, the charcoal cold room is actually a very unique concept that I built this one a little bit differently. Yes, you can see it's got charcoal. It's really quite cooling. But what we also did was to add the one horsepower cooling system here, plus the charcoal and the mats. You can imagine what that is. This is for fruit. When you plant pepper, tomato, and the rest, you can use this to hold them for at least a couple of days before you sell them, so that you are not having issues. Sometimes you hold them for up to 30 days if the temperature is properly done. Charcoal cooler, yes, that's what they call the charcoal cooler. It should be in every village. It should be in every community. And what does it take for local government to build this big, and so that the local people will not have a challenge warehousing their tomato, their pepper, and all of those for a while before it gets spoiled? It doesn't cost much. I don't think this one costs us more to 2 million naira. It doesn't cost that much. So we're heading to the sawmill. Again, as you can see, trees everywhere. Everywhere trees. We made it a point of duty to always have these trees. This is going to be for bread processing later in the future. I'm going to be doing bread here. Gate bread. It's coming soon. This is the wood section where you have the legend himself, Ogajon, who is responsible for building most of what you have in the farm. Very short guy here, but he's tall with his work. This is the sawmill. They will cut our wood ourselves. When they bring this wood in, we do justice to them. Commodity bread leather. So they chop bread for farm now all the time. Yeah, so this is where we do our wood process. We process our wood. So all the wood that we need to use in the farm, they are here. Here, yes. When you need to bring down the section to be able to upgrade and correct, you also bring the wood here, because you are still going to be able to use the wood. They are hardwood. They don't get messed up. You are not troubled about if they are going to be a problem. They will not be a problem. They are usually not a problem. As you can see what is happening. You can see this is part of the sawmill. However, like I said, we're thinking of bringing in a different project here later in the future, something that can add more value to the entire production process. Bread, pure water, we're thinking of bringing in a few of those, because we should have our pure water by now. So we're opening it for you now. That is what it is. You see what I said? If there's any unit we need to work on, bring them here. Bring the zinc, remove the zinc. You don't waste anything here. Everything can be used, except that is the short man I was telling you about. So that concludes the sawmill, and now we're moving to training points. Really, we have a small lab here, but the lab is not open, where we do test some of the chemicals that will bring you to the farm. Then you have the rabbits. This is the rabbit point. Yes, you can see them, lovely animals, but most of these are for training purposes. When students come to the farm for training, they just we need them to look at the whole broad spectrum of what is achievable in agriculture, so that they can actually on their own decide what they really want. They look at the hazard, they look at the implication of doing these businesses. Again, that's what agriculture is all about. There's nothing outside this. So, rabbits, have them here. These are just for training purposes, like I said. Nothing. We're not doing them on a large scale. I think the object is to have just about 100 of them here. Then they chop them through as bushmeat. I understand now. I'm going to be bushmeat. Not bushmeat now. So, you have also the snail. All these are for our consumption. Rabbits are for our consumption. The snail is for our consumption as well. The snail is for our consumption as well. This is a snail wing. See them? So a lot of work is ongoing here to manage them. Like I said, now bushmeat. I think this is one of the hatchery. These are the eggs. These are the eggs. Now you have the snail itself. You have the snail. So we're working with the snail to make sure. So the whole of this wing, as you can see, is with snail. Okay, so you're seeing the snail. Okay, so you see you've left that. You're seeing also, you can see the water system here. Now we have left that. We're coming to the Copper's Lodge. Copper's Lodge is, you have your playground where they sit down to relax. It's built. It's a lovely community, village community. Trees, as always. As always, you have trees and trees again. Planted a lot of them. Coppers Lodge, where coppers stay. I have a lot of coppers in the farm. I think about last time we had about 10 or so. This is where they stay. The same mode of building. Palm tree. And this is a coconut. Then you have where the coppers relax in the evening. As you can see, the same mode of style of architecture is what you have all around the farm. Unique because it's local, it's traditional, and have the everything you want is here. You have the toilets, you have the bedroom as well. Part of some of the coppers. So everyone has something. Everyone has the toilets, the bedroom, not one or two, not three. In a wing, you can have 5 or 6. And then entire places. So you have the bush bar there for the coppers with their TV. You have another one at the back here for some of our staff here. You can see. Now, this is the second bush bar here. You have a TV there, but I think it has a problem. So it'll be taken out for repairs. You can see. Connecting you behind to other wing of the farm. As you can see, residents. So you have a blend, you have residents in the farm, you have people who are working, who stay with the farm. Whatever you need to have is here, really. Okay, that is microwave for this wing. You have one for the coppers, you have one on this wing. So all of them have their own microwave that they use. It's a drying place where you dry grains when it is raining. Big, you see. You have a lot of tools here. We got most of these tricycles from the Federal Ministry of Agric. Bought some ourselves. So you have this. We're heading towards the trade office, the farm manager's office. That's where we're heading to now. But this is the groundnut oil processing plant. You have it here. Gari processing plant. This is the groundnut oil milling plant. This is the. These are the. What do you call them? These are the for Gari processing plant. We process Gari with this. We use this to process Gari. Of course, as you can see, there are generators everywhere in the farm. But everything you see here is Gari. Most of these two sides are for processing Gari. Gari and groundnut oil. Process Gari and groundnut oil here. As you can see, some of the groundnut cake are on the floor, as you can see them now. Some of the groundnut cakes are on the floor, as you can see. I don't know if I didn't open those containers, but I think you have all the groundnut component there. So from okay, so you see the environment. You see what the environment. The thing is, one of the essence of this video is to be able to show you what is available. Okay, now as you can see, this is the trade office. This is the trade office. This is the farm manager's office. We are showing you the farm manager's office now, where you have this is his own the secretary is here. This is his secretary's office. You have one of the warehouses where we keep a lot of our produce, but this season you don't have a lot of produce on ground. Okay, other than I think you have sesame and a few of those, castor and a few of those there. You have this is a meeting between the farm manager and part of the staff of the farm, the operations officer and the operations officer and the farm manager. They are there. As you can see, the meeting is ongoing. This is the weighing bridge. The weighing bridge is a 10 tons. Each one is 10 tons weighing bridge. So each unit, each one of these is 10 tons. So at a point you can weigh 20 tons worth of goods. We have to set that up because the resources is not there to build the weighing bridge yet. As you can see, that warehouse was locked, but you see more equipment around. Some of them needs repair, some of them needs fixing. Now you have the input warehouse, your sprayers, your jackets, your chemicals, you name it, your fertilizers. You have all of this here. You have your fertilizer. You have a lot of things here. Your pumping machine, your compressors, a lot of things. So this is your warehouse where we keep a lot of these things. Warehouse where you keep a lot of these things here. As you can see, that's a fertilizer. You see, so it's a warehouse where a lot of things. Molasses are there. You have molasses for cow. The barbed wires for your fence. A lot is here. Your rotor, your motor. You can see your motor for your speedboat. Your pumping machines. Your bags, your sacks, everything is here. So, input warehouse. Your input warehouse. And then it's planting season, so you have another warehouse for your grains to plant. Is it? So your grains to plant. Again, the update you're seeing is just a proper presentation or representation of our activities, what is happening in the farm, what is happening currently. Of course, that's the farm manager's car. You see, from the MD's office that we started this journey, you can see what's happening. You see, I drive again. You have trees everywhere, and then this is the electrician's office. Electrician here, Isaac. Okay, Isaac. This is office. He's not in the office today. I think this thing was done on Saturday, the 15th of July. He was not in the office, but this is where he works. You need to fix anything, we have him readily available to help us fix it. Yeah, now from his office, of course, you can see they also have a place where they can roast some snakes and bush meat. And then you have the sport facility here, basketball here. I have all that here. You know, play is also a part of the game, part of snooker, as you can see that. Lawn tennis, table tennis. We intend to have all of those in the farm in the future. Table tennis is already there, but lawn tennis, if the place is not good enough for us to play lawn tennis, hard court, so we have marked the place where we're going to develop that court. Basketball, as you can see. For some of you who have seen my video, you see me in this wing. Now, not just that, it's very close to the warehouse, so you see I have warehouse for other tools in the farm that we are not using. They are all here. There are reapers here that you use to harvest rice. We used to harvest rice, so you have all of them here. You have blowers. It's nothing that, again, is a comprehensive package where everything that is needed to work in the farm at every material time is available. As you can see, this is the irrigation unit where you keep the irrigation component of the farm, pipe and all the rest. And so from here we move, and now on the rice mill. The rice mill, you have their toilet and bathroom, as you can see at the back. Units have both the mill as well as the admin office too. Now this is the mill. The entire phase we are walking through here now is the rice mill. Now, if you look at it very carefully, you see that we are taking you through the back. This is the steam boiler. We are taking you through the back. This is the steam boiler. This is the steam pot that you can see the pipe at the top that takes heat, steam to the boiling pot. All of the tools, all of the components of the steam boiler is here. We're going to upgrade this to something that can take anywhere from, that can parboil 50 tons a day. 50 tons a day. You see the lighting system. You see the motors, a lot of motors. I think I have about 3 motors there that work with this unit alone. Now this is where you blow heat there. The entire system here is complete. Now again, you have trees everywhere, which is a trademark of the farm. Plant as many trees as possible. So when I talk about trees, people should understand that I'm talking from experience. I'm not talking from some books. It's experience. As you can see, this is the dryer, a 15 tons dryer. 15 tons, 10 to 15 tons actually, because a lot of the time it doesn't have to take up to 15 tons, but at least it's there. You see the pipes that take steam into the pots. You're seeing pots there. Each pot is about, all these pots are about 15 tons. We are upgrading it because it's small. Process takes too long with the smaller pots. And then you have the blower. This is the blower. It's a 100 tons blower. So it blows more than 3 trucks of rice a day. What you're seeing there. Now I'm climbing up to take you to the boiler, to the pots at the top, so that you can see what it looks like. As you can see, I'm at the top of climbing up, so that you see if you are seeing the dryer is in front of you. That's the big one in front of you is the dryer. That's the dryer. See it? That's the dryer. That is the dryer. Yeah. Now these are the pots, parboiling pots. You see them? All these ones are 4 pots. 4 of them takes about, in stock capacity is about 15 tons a day. But of course, you know that it's not all the time you have it the way you planned it. But that is their installed capacity. So I need to return back down. The height can be crazy, but at least for the sake of this video, I'm going to have to provide that information. I have to climb rather. So you see, that's the 100 tons cleaner. 100 tons, yeah. So I'm moving into the mill. This is the outer component of the mill, taking you in to see it. You know, you don't say this story good enough when you tell people that this is what is available. This is the rice mill. The mill, it's capable of hosting 60 tons. 30 on this side, 30 on this side. You have 2 units, and then you have the paddy to run it a day. You can see. As you can see, this is a fully functional unit. 100 tons pre-cleaner destoner, 50 tons destoner, 30 tons dehusker, paddy separator, a lightning system, power system. From your paddy separator, you have your polisher 1, you have your whitener power system. All these power systems control all of the stuff here. You have then you also have your whitener 2. Then from your cleaner 2, you also have your grader. Your grader, this is your grader. Yes, you grade the rice, grade them into broken and whole grain. You can see the full line. Like I said, is active. Look at the construction, simple technology. Of course, the question is, will it last over time? I can tell you for a fact that it will. Now I have to climb up so that you can see the view from the top, and then from the top you can see, you go up, you see this is the color sorter. The color sorter this one is a 60 tons a day color sorter. You know, of course, you know what the color sorter is. Removes the black rice from the clean, good white rice. As a color sorter, 60 tons a day. From the color sorter, you also have to climb up to see the color sorter. From the color sorter, you have the weighing. You weigh and you measure. 50 kg, 25 kg. You weigh and you measure. That's your rice. That's your Gate Gold rice. That's your Gate Gold rice. The product of the farm. It's a product of what we do. It's a product of the activities in the farm. These are your compressors and of course blowers that extract the heat extractor. They extract the heat from the place and then allow the place to cool. You have about 2 of them in the mill. That's your rice. That's your fine rice. Yeah, that's your fine rice. That's Gate Gold rice. At all. That's Agate Gold rice. That's your rice. This is a money spinner, yes, but you need a lot of investment to be able to actualize objective. That's Agate Gold rice, premium rice. Now, like you've seen with the history of what you have the picture you have been seeing. One thing you notice is that we always have place the staff can relax. The television, Papa, that's my Papa. He holds the keys to most of this. It's an old Fulani man who holds the keys to all of these units, and he's as trustworthy can get or can be, whichever one is correct. So now you have the power. This is the power unit. This is the power source. As you can see, the control. It has its own control point. It has its own control unit where we can actually, as you are working, you can actually monitor the activities there. So it has its own control unit. Now we are going to the back. I'm taking you to the back. As you can see, like I said, every unit. You see again. You look at this unit. You see the trees on this unit. The trees are everywhere. Almost on all the units we planted trees, as you can see. Okay, so you see, this is where they keep some of their tools. The engineers keep their tools here, where you have, anytime you want to make replacement in the mill, you have people boys who can get it done. The guy opening the place for me, manager, is one of our top guys when it comes to doing this job. So they have what they need, the parts they need. It's just the one beside you, not to do. Then you also have the place where they rest. And as you can see, the TV, everything is there. They relax when they are working. When they need to work in the night, they have a place to stay. That's manager for you. Now we are going to the back of the mill. As you can see, back of the rice mill, yes, because you have the generator that pumps water, but we're going to the back of the rice mill so that you can actually see what it holds. Now, if you look at it very carefully, you see the water. There's a water source here. We take water from the water treatment plant to be able to manage this water source here. So you have water. Again, if you observe, almost every place you go to, you see water point. This has a borehole attached to them here, but not just the borehole. There's a water treatment plant where we move water to them anytime they want to work, and you have pipe underground that takes the water to them. So you have this. I think it's holding about 12,000 liters of water here. About 12,000 liters of water, yes. So you see, from the view at the back, you can see the mill. This is the entire mill. You can see some of the waste that you use to feed your animals sometimes. And then the garage will keep some of our dead parts. Then of course, you see, this is sitting directly on the front of the borehole. So borehole pumps there and also pumps here. As you can see, also part of the security apparatus here. And then you have a 15 horsepower lister generator here that also serves this unit when they need to pump water to the fish pond. So you have all of this. You have, I think it's about 10 to 15. Let me see, 15 horsepower. Yes, 15 horsepower that serves provide water. So now we're done there. We're in the fish pond. It's like I said, these are sample ponds, and as they're going to feed them, you seed them. The good thing is that they're able to hatch their fish here. You can see that. You can see that. So you have the fish pond there. You can see them, tiny things there. Tiny things. Now we are changing the dynamics here anyway. We are not going to be using a concrete pond. I'm going to be using earthen pond. It's easier. There's a way they design the ones at the back that is quite lovely. It's both earthen and concrete. So they use the concrete to do the wall, and then the earthen is also there. It's still the same thing, you know. Can see them like that pose. Simple, easy, simple things. So you see again, the essence of this is to show you the entire structure of the farm, at least the inner structure, the workings of the farm, what is The other video was the drone. I mean, you're having an area view of the entire project. No, this is not an area view of the entire project. This is now taking you to the offices, to the units, to the processing point, and all of those within the farm. And you can see what is available here. And you can see what's available here and follow up. You can see what's available here and follow up. Okay, see? This is the point I'm talking about. It's 18 production, just use blocks to surround it. You're seeing the beauty of this animal. They're lovely, man. When you are feeding them, they can be quite interesting. I think this is their stock breed, according to them. I'm not a fishman, but those who are into fishing in the farm will tell you. These are boom stock, boom stock, whatever they call it. They call it one name like that. So I think they just put in a new set here, and according to him, they have fed them. So no matter what you draw there, nothing is going to come out of it. Yeah, this one's just coming out little by little, one by one. So this is the fish section, as you can see. Now the dam is on the other end, so I'm not going to walk you through the dam again, because I think the area shot showed a lot of information with regards to the dam. So I'm not going to go through the process of actually telling you about the dam. Tell you about the dam. So we are, and the good thing also, as you can see, you have their residents, where the people who manages this fish pond stay here, and then we're moving to the. This is a very short video, I think. This is the block industry, where we produce our own block, build our own block, small 9 inches and 6 inches. We have that here. So it's simple. Why do I buy a block when I can actually mold my own block here? So we have that. We have the sand. Just get cement and then you're molding your blocks. Now, so that is it. We're now. You see this is the police. This is one of the security posts. As you can see the light at the top. You can see I will have about 8,000 watts of light here. You can imagine what that means in the night. Now this is part of the security post. We have a lot of them dotting the farm like that. Not just that, you also have the camera, the CCTV camera. Also have the CCTV camera in the farm. So that is CCTV, security post, halogen. They are part of the entire farm process. Because we need all of this to be able to keep the place going, to be able to keep the place better, and then help us manage the place. I mean, it's all about everything you see is all about managing the place. Now, this unit is you have the flour mill here. Now, the flour mill is, of course, you know what flour means for lubo, maize flour, corn flour, and all of these flours. That is what you have here. As you can see, we only use it when we are harvesting maize, when we're harvesting maize, yes, harvesting maize, harvesting cassava, harvesting yam and the rest. However, we are not harvesting now, so the stuff is not being utilized. We can actually buy and process. That is what is here for, including, but not limited to, the batch dryer that is there too. But this one is to sieve. As you can see, we sieve the rice bran from there. Now this is maize sulfate machine. There's what they call sulfate in the house, and the grinding machine. Both are here for maize and for cassava as well. So they grind the cassava just like they grind the maize. You can see the cassava pellet here. You open it up, you see it. Yes. Yes. You have the cassava. Yes, you have it here. It's cassava. So you have all these machines here. All of the, like I said, it's an estate. It's an integrated project. Everything you want is here. The aim is ensure you have a project that, if it's a farm estate that practically have everything. So if you need to peel for do maize for your farmers, and most of these ones are not commercial, they are for personal consumption, but you need to have them around, so that if you have an estate where you project to have 500 people sleeping in the place and working in the place, you need all of this to be able to produce what they eat. That's exactly why you have all of these things here. This is for Elubo. Washers them. You wash. You have the heater to boil water there. You have a small warehouse where they keep their tools. No. So we are going to the yam barn. This is the yam barn where we store our yam when they are harvested. Here you store the seedlings, the yam seedlings. So anytime you harvest yam, the seedlings are kept here until the next rainy season. Again, the same mode of building, as you can see. As you can see, this is the yam barn. It's a traditional yam barn. Simple, easy, wood, thatch, mat, grass. It's exactly what we do, there's nothing unique that has to be done. You do the simple things, and then you can use those simple things to build a community, and that community can then take care of Nigerians and take care of our people. That's the objective. The objective is always do things simply, then use that simplicity to produce and become productive with it. That's the objective. That is the objective. So, the yam barn again. Huge, takes a lot of yam. I think you saw one of the picture by Phone Me, Yanda. He took that picture here. And then the place was loaded with yam. Took that picture here. Okay, so done with the yam barn. We are currently at the feed mill where we produce our own feed ourselves. The farm produces her feed, the feed for our animal herself. But simple tools. This was fabricated in the farm 100%. We built this 100% except the motor. Feed for the birds. That's what they do. Again, most of these motors are simple to construct. And that is why I've often said that what happens to microtechnology? With microtechnology, you can achieve the goal we desire to achieve. Microtechnology. We don't have to do much. You don't have to do much, but you want to bring American technology into agriculture in Nigeria. What is wrong with us as a people? Bring simple technology. Let the people build their machines, and they can do it if the support funding and the support structure is there. They can do it. Let them do it, please. Very important that you allow them to do it. All these machines can be built here. So why import them from China? Why import them from Brazil? Why import them from India? Why import them from the United States? Why? As a feed mill, the entire feed mill. Then you have at the back, I think you have where we roast the soya beans that they use. Soya beans is roasted at the back. Soya beans is roasted here. Simple. We roast the soya beans for your feed meal, because sometimes you need to roast the soya beans. The experts will tell you why they do that. This is the training hub where they do training. We train a lot of our students here. Part of the training, the chairs are currently not here, the projector is not here, but it's open for training. However, we are thinking of building a new training hall so that you can convert most of this to factory, pure water, bread, and all other small factory that can serve the farm and also serve the environment, serve the communities. That's the aim. The aim is, if you have all these mini factories here that are providing basic services for the farm and basic needs for the farm, and you are able to do it well, you can also provide that for outsiders who are within the communities around you. So you don't have to go to Kefi to buy good bread. You should be able to buy good bread from Gati, from here. Yeah, now, this rice mill, we're developing it for the local people, you know, so that when you are using the big one and the local people wants to mill, they can actually mill. These are some of the old equipment that we used before we upgraded, here as you can see. So we're thinking of building this in such a way that we can begin to rent it out to the local community. So you build the rice mill, you complete it, it's local, and you make the announcement all over the community. Look, come and mill your rice here. You have a mill with a small generator attached that you can mill anytime. We'll charge you based on your milling. After milling, if you want us to color sort it for you, because that's the only machine that's not there, we'll take it to the big color sorter. You also pay for it. So you pay for the service here. So we're introducing a pure business here, but you bring your paddy, do your milling, local milling, pay us, and then you can leave. Pay 100 naira, 50 naira, 80 naira per kg. When you finish, wait, you give us our money, and then you go. So the 80 we offer you here will be diesel. That's the only thing that we're going to be giving you here: diesel, generator, and machines. You work. Okay, this is the one of the fabricating units. We build a lot, like as you've seen, we build a lot of our machines ourselves. And so everything you see here, we do a lot of building, we do a lot of fixing, and we continue, spray them. It's a fabricating unit where you have people working 247. We encourage them to build simple machines as well, micro machines as well. That's the objective. The objective, like I keep saying, is you can do a lot of these things yourself in Nigeria here. Why are you bringing in foreigners to do for you what you can do for yourself? Nigeria must get out of that mentality. We must get out of that psyche that if Iboma no drum, nobody go drum. We can do it. We have the capacity. We can educate our people to do it. Once we're able to do that, educate our people to do it, build the capacity, we have the infrastructure. There's nothing that youths cannot achieve in rural Nigeria. And again, the trend is they stay here. They have their rooms. We build in such a way that they have their rooms where they can stay, they can spend time, they can do their work. Their power point, where they hook up to power. Dangerous a little bit? Absolutely. But we can make it better. We will make them better. You know, a lot of these things you see here were built, farm struggles, and everybody says whatever. Solar light, as you can see. Water again. Trees that is the story of the farm. Keep planting trees, you provide basic services, you have water, you have light, keep planting. Fabrication unit. You have all the machines, of course. All the machines that you need are here. All. That's the manager. These are the welders. Some of the welders. So if you want to bend, fold any iron, bend any iron, you do that here. You do that here. Huge. But then, it's what it is. Okay, so the last but not the least is this. The residents where MD's house and where a lot of us stay. We have the nurses stay here, and then the manager of the estate also stay here. My own section of the estate also stay here. So this is just walking you through so that you see what it is. That's my place. Have a look at that. What is it that I need? That's not here. Your small fridge, your gas cookers, your stove. I bought some of those today anyway. Yeah, it's one of those things. Your gas there, gas cylinder there. It is a simple unit, simple system, something you're just comfortable with. Oh, somebody say I for show them crib. that's my deep freezer. Water, of course, water. I mean, you know what it is. We want to be able to make our pure water and our bottled water ourselves in the future. That's my parlor. Indomie, to come off a place like this. You always have Indomie in there. It's the same simple, basic technology. Simple, basic, matte, zinc. Yeah, see? It's a 2-bedroom apartment. Simple. Everything you want is here. Sometimes I ask, what are we going to Abuja to do? Okay, so this is what it is, and we're taking our time to show you the interior of the farm, because this is my bedroom. Yeah, I know dress my bedroom and this money, and then this is all in suit. Everything is there. Everything you need is on ground. What am I going to be doing with anything that is outside this? You see, the reality again is, I am taking my time to give you a close shot of the farm because you have requested, okay, what does it look like? Yes, we saw the drone image. Yes, we saw it, but what does it look like? I mean, we want to see the workings. You see trees everywhere again. For my dog house, what does the place look like? That is exactly what you're seeing. That is exactly what is in front of you. We have to be able to check this ball right, because it's not complex. This place you're seeing, my cat, this place you're seeing at its height was hosting 1,000 farmers every day. Think about it. Over 500 most seasons, and sometimes it gets as high as 1,000 or more when you have to do some jobs. That is, imagine, government has barely supported us. Yes, of course, we have some of their loans that we have not been able to service, but they barely supported us. There's a 9 kg washing machine and 6 kg dryer. That's what you have here in the bush of Gatti. All of this, and also you have where you iron your clothing and everything. As this is the farm manager's residence, is self-contained. As you can see, this is place. That is my place. And then, of course, again, where you see, some of you have seen where we roast snake here. I do a lot of roasting here. Snake, bushmeat, chicken, and the rest. We do a lot of that here. Have security lights, again, trees. It's a complete unit and process, and you can be rest assured that the aim is to make it better, make it bigger, make it more interesting, and give us something to always hope on. Thank you so very much for giving us your time. I'm Martin Tedeke, Managing Partner, NFGCS Farm Estate. Bye-bye.